So we know that positive expectancy is the #1 emotion that's going to cause people to buy, right? Because when they have this positive expectancy, when they can see themselves actually achieving the result as a direct result of what you just showed them, the content you gave them, they have faith. They believe. And I want to say without any hesitation that when you're doing all this stuff, you have their best interest in mind and you don't ever fake anything. So this isn't about tricking anyone, all right? This is about showing them something they can use, and regardless of whether or not they actually use it, they can still see themselves using it and they know that it'll work, right? Just like the parrot thing. It's like, all right, well, gosh, that makes sense. If 70,000 people are searching for something, all I got to do is stick an ad in front of them, and if they click on my ad and buy my stuff, I make money. It's duh. So that very same principle, right? So how do you really do it and do it elegantly and really compound the effect? It's a discovery I made in 2006 when my cousin Trey and I were working with Nervous Neil Strauss on his dating product launch. And it is called Results in Advance. And this is a big one. So here's how Results in Advance works to really cultivate both trust and build up the sense of positive expectancy and, most importantly, deliver value to people and genuinely help them. Go figure, right? Hey, that old adage is true. When you really do people right, good things come to you. So here's the way you start. I want you to take a timeline, and on one end of the timeline, you draw your prospect, all right? And on the other end of the timeline, well, I guess we'll draw the actual line here. On the other end of the timeline, you draw a symbol that symbolizes whatever it is that he wants. So when we discovered this completely by accident, the symbol at the end of the timeline, in the case of Neil's product, was a heart, because he was basically helping men get girlfriends, right? Now, contrary to popular belief, all the stuff that in at least his element of the seduction culture isn't about dudes just wanting to get laid and misogynistic crap. It's actually a bunch of guys who didn't have any skill with women, wanted to like get girlfriends, normal stuff, right? So we said, all right. And again, we didn't like plan this out as elegantly as I'm showing you now. We really bumbled and stumbled over it, but it was a hell of a thing. So what we determined was there are multiple steps that people had to take in order to go from a single guy in the basement who's scared of women or whatever to being a confident, cool person who has a girlfriend. So step 1 was learn how to approach a woman without getting a drink thrown in your face or whatever, right? Really big sticking point for a lot of guys, by the way. I've been married for 10 years. If I were single today, I think I would be horrible at approaching women. I mean, what do you do? You know, how's it going? You come here often or whatever, right? So we knew that they would have to approach a woman with confidence and not say anything stupid, not get the drink thrown in their face. So what's next? Well, now they have to have a conversation, and we'll just say talk, right? So after they've approached the woman, they have to 15 seconds after the introduction is made, they have to be able to say something that's not like really dumb, that's going to cause a woman to go, you're an idiot, get out of here. So they have to be able to have a conversation with the lady and treat her respectfully and, make progress, right? Normal stuff. So that was step 2. Step 3 was to ask for the phone number. I should say more accurately, to get the phone number. Okay? So duh, right? So you go up, hey, how's it going? You come here often? What's your sign? I'm a Gemini. Oh, your name is Sheila? That's a mighty large Adam's apple you have there, Sheila. Anyway, how's it going? You mind if I get your number? Right? So you got to get all the way to this point to get the phone number without her saying, get away from me, you're a wacko. All right? So once they get the phone number, well, now they got to know what to say on the phone. So talk again. And once they've talked on the phone with the lady, they have to get the guts to successfully ask for and get a date, right? So there's all kinds of other stuff in this equation that's got to happen, but these are the main milestones, the super basic milestones of how to take this dude and move him from being a lonely guy all the way over here to having actual non-inflatable girlfriend, all right? So these are the main components. So what I want you to do right now is take this timeline example and draw out all the major steps. And you can just limit it to the 5 major steps that someone has to go through to achieve their results. So if you think about your prospect Think of them from that context where you want to do them incredibly right because they are doing you so right, right? So with that in mind, think about all the necessary milestones that they have to take to get to their results. And the major milestones, let's not like get down into minutia, okay? So we could like, from this point to here, we could talk about what to wear, what cologne not to wear. Personally, I think Brute is fabulous. All right, what not to talk about, what breath mints to use. You don't need to get to that level of detail, but just the major things. So if we were talking about like for an internet marketing person, for example, we would say find market. All right, build website. All right, get traffic. All right, and actually, we'd have product in here, create product, of course. So market, product, website, get traffic, right? Those would be the 4 major components for someone wanting to make money online, from beginner all the way over here to money. So what I'd like you to do is, right before we continue on with the next video, is go ahead and draw this timeline for yourself and just write out these major components, and then we'll get back to more detail on how results in advance works. So I'll see you in the next video real quick. Come on, go ahead, do it. Stop it. Pause the video. Don't go down to the next video. Don't do that. Draw it out. Draw it out. Why are you still watching this? Draw it out. Draw the timeline. Draw the timeline. Look, I've got glasses on, dude. I mean, I'm like for real now, okay? I'm a legitimate, respectable person because I'm wearing glasses. So you should do what I say. Draw the timeline. I'll see you in the next video.